Let's say China.
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 There are next door neighbors, and you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
Go over to China.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Trump statement, tweeting out insults to Angela Merkel. What's he doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host.
Yes. Hello, and welcome to So This Happened with me, James Andrews. It is Tuesday, the 27th of June, 2017, and today's episode of So This Happened is dedicated to my friend Bobby Kohler, who passed away yesterday, way too soon. Bobby and I never talked about politics, so I don't know whether he would love or hate this show or whether he ever even listened to it. But the dedication remains. He'll be missed by lots and lots of people. So this show is for you, Bobby, wherever you are, brother. Peace. And that gives you the idea of what kind of day I'm having. Anyway, today it was announced that the vote on the new GOP healthcare is going to be delayed. Originally, they said it would be this week for certain. Now, Mitch McConnell has said, well, we're going to hold off until after the July 4th recess because we just don't have the votes right now. And that is a good thing because the CBO did come out with their score and they said that 22 million people would lose their health insurance. And Paul Ryan, Mr. Jellyfish Boy, had this to say about that number.
What they're basically saying at the Congressional Budget Office is if you're not going to force people to buy Obamacare, if you're not going to force people to buy something they don't want, then they won't buy it. So it's not that people are getting pushed off a plan, it's that people will choose not to buy something they don't like or want. And that's the difference here. So by repealing the individual and employer mandate, which mandates people buy this health insurance that they can't afford, that don't like, if you don't mandate that they're going to do this, then that many people won't do it. It also says that if states don't expand Medicaid in the future, then fewer people will go on Medicaid in those states that don't expand it in the future.
Okay, so what Paul Ryan essentially is saying there is that if people don't have to have health insurance, many will opt not to have health insurance. And we are supposed to believe that this will make healthcare more affordable. Let me tell you exactly what that will do. If people opt not to buy health insurance coverage, which they will be able to do under the GOP healthcare plan, fine. However, when those people get sick, no doctor or hospital is going to turn them away because they do not have health insurance. They will get the care that they need, and then the bill will fall on every other person who has health insurance. The idea of Obamacare making so that everybody had to have health insurance was to stop that from happening. And as we have said 1,000 times before, Obamacare was not perfect. It had many problems. But those were problems that could be fixed. The whole thing did not have to get thrown out. The senators and the congressmen could have got together and said, okay, this part's good, this part's not working, let's fix that. But no, let's just fucking throw the whole thing out and start from ground zero. And while we're at it, it's not going to be a choice of whether people want health insurance or not. It is going to be a question of can they afford health insurance or not. There are going to be families that desperately want to have health insurance for their family. But it is going to be prohibitively expensive, so they're just not going to buy it because, if it's a choice between bread and milk and healthcare, you're obviously going to pick the immediate need first. Now, the GOP plan also states that for the first year, premiums will increase by as much as 10%. However, after that, they will decrease by as much as 30%. And, well, that's great because the government always keeps its promises, doesn't it? You can ask the Native Americans about that. They will agree wholeheartedly. So basically, what the GOP have come up with is a plan which removes 22 million people from insurance, and rather than them saying, oh my god, that's horrendous, they're actually saying, yeah, it's great. That's what choice is all about. If you want it, you can have it. If you don't want it, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it, because that is what they're saying. And make no mistake whatsoever. If people choose not to buy insurance, we will end up paying for them when they get sick. And that is absolutely true, because no doctor in the country is going to turn away a patient who is desperately sick. They will always take care of that patient, as they should. That is the oath that they have sworn. And if we want to break this down even further, if you're not quite understanding what I'm saying, let's look at car insurance. Car insurance is mandatory. If you have a car, you have to have insurance. Now, we know that some people do not have insurance. So if you get into an accident with somebody who has chosen not to have insurance, what happens? You are stuck with that bill. You're the one that pays for it. The person without the insurance, you can try and sue them, but if they can't afford insurance for their car, there's probably not going to be much there to sue. So somebody is going to take care of that. And guess who that is? It's the insurance company that you are with. So I don't have the answers. I don't know what would fix Obamacare, but I do know that the alternative, allowing people just to go uninsured, is not right. And it's not right because most of the people who will be uninsured are not going without insurance because they don't want it. It will be because they cannot afford it. And let's have a look at some polls, shall we? Because the Republicans and the Democrats, everybody loves polls. Okay, so in November 2016, right after Donald Trump became president, the approval rating of the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, if you will, was 42%. That was it. Now, as of April 2017, that had increased significantly to 55% approval rating. So, what does that tell you? It tells you that the American people don't want a new healthcare act. They want to improve it, and okay, let's look at that. So 40% of people want to keep the law but make significant changes. 30%, only 30% want to repeal it, and 26% want to keep the law as is. So looking at polls, we can very clearly see that most of the people want to keep the law but change it. They don't want to repeal it. That's a small percentage. It's an even smaller percentage of people who want to keep it the way it is. So that suggests that, yes, there's a huge problem with it, but it can be improved, and that is what people prefer. They don't want to repeal it. They want to revise it, and that is key. Revise, not repeal. That is what the American people want. So if the senators and congressmen really had the American people's best interests at heart, they would look at that data and say, you know what? Yes, the people have spoken and they want to revise, not repeal. And moving swiftly along, Trump Vader is here in the lobby. His head is poking through the window. He's got his gin and tonic and he's waving. He wanted to come and read a tweet, but I was just reading through the tweets and there's really nothing on here. It seems that Donald spent all day just retweeting Fox and Friends. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 retweets from Fox and Friends. And then the tweets that are actually from Trump himself are just bitching about the media being all fake. And then there's a little logo he's put up there, FNN, Fake News Network, sort of in the CNN type set. So that's funny. So Trump Vader, are you sure you want to come in? Because there's fuck all to read here, honestly. And you're not going to read a retweet from Fox and Friends. I'm not allowing it. You want to come in? Okay, come on then. How you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. Okay, so Trump Vader is here in the studio, and he does apparently want to read a tweet. And I have absolutely no idea which one he's going to read because, well, ladies and gentlemen, Trump Vader.
It's sad that the left today would rather see America suffer and fail than to see it succeed with @real Donald Trump at the helm. #MAGA.
Wait a second, Trump Vader. That was not your tweet, was it? What was it? Let me see. Let me see your iPad. What's on there? That's not your fucking tweet. That's your son's. That's Donald Trump Jr.'s tweet. Are you trying to pretend that was your tweet? No, he wasn't. You what? You just like it. You do. You think he gets 2 thumbs up, does he? What about the other one? What about that elephant murdering fuck, Eric? Oh, you don't like him. Oh, he doesn't like Eric at all. Okay, well, fair play, mate. What about Ivanka? You like her, though? Oh, ooh, that's inappropriate, Trump Vader, to do that when you're talking about your daughter. That's filthy. What about your other daughter? What do you mean, what other daughter? Your other daughter. The fucking curly-haired blonde one. The other one. He's shrugging. He has no idea who we're talking about. Alright, well listen, thanks for stopping by. It was lovely to see you. So, ladies and gentlemen, he was here, and you know he needs the affirmation of the round of applause. It is what he lives for. So, ladies and gentlemen, Trump Vader. Okay, see you later, Trump Vader. Goodbye. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. Well, he enjoys that. He does enjoy popping in to say hello to everybody. And in the world of tennis, John McEnroe has caused controversy by making a statement about Serena Williams, saying that she is one of the best female players and that she would rank about 700th in the world if she played tennis against men. Oh, you sexist fuck, John. She would kick your ass, Serena Williams. I would not want to go one-on-one with her. She would kill you, mate. Absolutely cream you. Anyway, he won't apologise for it. He's, quite happy with having that out there. So, John McEnroe, you are just as fucking irrelevant today as you were yesterday. Sit down over there with Eric Trump and shut the fuck up. And then in a great story on Fox News website, the headline is this: Obama's under fire from the left for never-ending sizzling ultra-luxury vacations. It then goes on to explain in great detail all the vacations President Obama has had since he is no longer the president. It then goes on to cite literally no one of importance within the Democratic Party saying anything remotely like they're sick of seeing Barack Obama on vacation. You know what? If you've been president for 8 years, after that you can do whatever the fuck you want, and that goes for anyone. If George W. Bush wants to go to Tahiti next week, Godspeed, my friend. If Bill Clinton fancies a trip to the Philippines, off you go, sunshine. Have a good time. Who fucking cares? Nobody gives a shit. But this is front page news on Fox News. Incredible. Then I was scrolling through the article here to see if they actually go on to mention President Trump's excessive spending since he's become president, but I think they might have ran out of paper because that is not in there. No, it ends with a picture of President Obama and Richard Branson on a boat. So, yep, no, nothing about Donald Trump's excessive spending. So that may not be fake news, it's just completely pointless news. And when I say it's front page news, I'm not joking. If you go to foxnews.com right now, the first thing you are going to see is a big headline that says lap of luxury and a photograph of President Obama and Richard Branson. And then quite a bit below that, there's a little tiny bit on the healthcare bill and something about an alien getting pulled over in Georgia. I'm not going to fucking bother reading that. I have no idea what that's about. But yeah, that's Fox News for you. And this is the end of So This Happened, the truly fair and balanced news program. Anyway, listen, thanks so much for listening. It was a blast. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the handle, that's what it is. Twitter handle is So This Happen. If you like the podcast, please subscribe and recommend it to a friend, and I will chat with you tomorrow. And remember, this episode goes out to Bobby Cola. Peace, brother.